Scrapyard Diecast Racing
presents. It's the one and done challenge. Yahoo!
Welcome back to the Scrapyard, friends. I'm your host, Barnabas Tone, and it's my great pleasure to introduce you all to our new fill-in co-host, Candace Be Real.
Hello, y'all. My name is Candace Be Real, but everyone calls me Candy. This event is a one-and-done challenge. We have 20 cars never seen here at the Scrapyard before.
That's right, Candy. And every car was given a random number and then bracketed out accordingly. And today we have Race 5, featuring contestants numbers 8 and 9. Why don't we learn a little bit more about each racer? Up first we have contestant number 8, the rare 2008 MASTRETTA MXR. This rear-wheel drive sports car has a mid-engine 2-liter supercharged Duratec V6 with 242 horsepower and 185 pounds of torque. Followed by number 9.
It's the 1934 Hot Rod. This car looks like it would be more at home in Detroit, cruising down Woodward Avenue with a crate engine V8 pushing out 500 horsepower and 500 pounds of torque.
And now, Candy, let's give the fans what they're here for and get ourselves up to the guillotine gate to get this race started.
Scrapyard Diecast Racing.
I think we're in for a real treat tonight, Candy. This is an analog versus digital matchup.
That's right, Barry. It's old school horsepower versus new age processing power.
That Ford has over twice the horsepower at 500 compared to the MXR's 242. But the MASTRETTA has everything else in its favor.
Well, speaking of favors, Barry, let's do the fans a favor and get this race started.
3, 2, 1, go!
Goodness gracious!
Ford hard into the wall. MXR rockets through the
Ford with a massive roof slide.
MXR warp speeds across the line.
I think it's time for a replay, Barry.
There was no contest here, Candy. From the instant the guillotine gate went up, then MXR pinned the accelerator and never looked back.
But the Ford actually had the lead off the line. Unfortunately, he loses traction and slams into the wall.
As hard as that hit was, I'm surprised he didn't go through the wall.
But it was hard enough to send him upside down and across the track.
Luckily, he was wearing a helmet. But look at the way the MXR burns through the bottleneck and Carmine corner. He's like a wire-guided missile.
And that poor little old hot rod finally comes to a screeching halt on his head.
I think you mean race-approved helmet, Candy. But speaking of screeching, look at the way the MASTRETTA screeches past the camera in Clunker Canyon. He comes within millimeters of that tower. He's taking the fastest line possible down the track.
And amazingly, he's still gaining speed after he crosses the line. Not even those safety rocks were enough to slow him down.
I know we don't time these one-and-done races, but I'm sure that would have been a record-breaking time.
Well, I guess that means we have the answer to our question. Who wins in tech versus torque? Today it was all about technology, and the MXR is easily tonight's winner.
And the Ford roof slides his way onto the done pile. The MXR easily moves on to the next round, but our next race will be with contestants number 7 and 10 in Race 6, where the 1998 Honda Prelude will face off against the 2019 Kia Stinger GT. Don't miss it.
And in the meantime, if you'd like to learn the specs about all the cars in the One and Done Challenge, then you can go watch the pre-show for this event.
Until then, thank you for joining us. And as always, I'm your host, Barnabas Tone, saying goodnight from the Scrapyard.
And this is Candace Be Real, aka Candy, signing off and saying good night. But before I goes, I got one little favor to ask of y'all. Won't you please be a sweet sugar and hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss the fun of the next Scrapyard race?
And follow Scrapyard Diecast Racing on Instagram and Facebook, where we'll always have the latest bracket posted so you know exactly where we are in the
One and done challenge. Yeah!
Scrapyard Diecast Racing.